This week has been a whirlwind of global events, shaping the course of geopolitics, human rights, and international relations. Today, we're diving into some of the most pressing developments, from the monumental challenges of rebuilding Gaza to significant shifts in U.S. immigration and China trade relations. I'm Emma Reed, and this is your political recap of the week. After 15 months of devastating conflict, a ceasefire has finally brought a fragile sense of hope to Gaza. This agreement, brokered by the United States, Egypt, and Qatar, marks the beginning of an uphill battle for reconstruction in the region. The devastation in Gaza is unparalleled. UN reports reveal that over 90% of housing units have been damaged or destroyed. Over 46,700 lives lost, and the majority of Gaza's 2.3 million residents displaced multiple times. Rebuilding will require tens of billions of dollars, but the path forward is fraught with obstacles. Funding often faces delays due to political disputes, governance issues, and donor concerns. The Israeli blockade and security concerns pose logistical hurdles for delivering aid and materials. Political tensions between the Palestinian Authority, Hamas, and international actors could jeopardize sustainable governance and long-term peace. While the ceasefire is a critical first step, Gaza's road to recovery demands sustained international commitment, cooperation, and perhaps most importantly, hope. In a controversial move, the U.S. Department of Defense is now using military planes to expedite deportations. This policy, emblematic of the Trump administration's hardline stance on immigration, has sparked significant debate. The involvement of the military in civilian deportations raises questions about the militarization of immigration enforcement. Human rights advocates are concerned about due process and the speed of deportations, with fears of migrants being denied adequate legal recourse. This policy underscores the administration's commitment to border security, but risks straining diplomatic relations, particularly with Mexico. For many, this move is a fulfillment of campaign promises. For others, it's a troubling precedent that highlights the polarization of U.S. immigration policy. In another significant development, Congress is considering revoking China's permanent normal trade relations status, a move that could fundamentally alter U.S. China economic ties. If revoked, tariffs on Chinese goods would increase, likely raising consumer prices in the U.S. The shift is driven by concerns over intellectual property theft, human rights abuses, and national security threats. While some see this as an opportunity for economic decoupling and supply chain diversification, others warn of potential economic fallout. This decision could ripple through global markets, reflecting the growing tension between the world's two largest economies. France is leading a push within the EU to strengthen laws against foreign interference, particularly online. This comes in response to growing concerns about disinformation campaigns and the role of tech giants. The focus is on holding platforms accountable for content moderation and ensuring transparency in political advertising. While the Digital Services Act is a step forward, France argues for stricter enforcement to safeguard democracy. The challenge lies in balancing these measures with the protection of free speech and innovation. As the digital age evolves, so too must our strategies to preserve democratic integrity. Donald Trump's recent comment about Canada becoming the 51st state has sparked debate, not just about U.S.-Canada relations, but about Canadian sovereignty and identity. The comment underscores Canada's ongoing efforts to assert its autonomy in foreign policy and trade. Internally, Canada faces discussions on national unity, Indigenous rights, and the influence of U.S. culture. This moment highlights the need for Canada to balance its close ties to the U.S. with its unique political and cultural identity. It's a reminder of the intricate dynamics between allies, where even lighthearted remarks can inspire serious reflection. This week's stories remind us of the interconnectedness of global events, how decisions made in one part of the world reverberate across borders. Thank you for joining me for this political recap of the week. Don't forget to subscribe for weekly insights and click the notification bell to stay updated. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What story resonated most with you? I'll see you next week.